Moving right along to the next coach, the head coach of the Presbyterian College Blue Hose, Harold Nichols. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Blue Hose fell in the season opener at Northern Illinois, but you're back home Saturday night in the first night game at Bailey Memorial Stadium. If you can talk about the game at DeKalb against Northern Illinois and some bright spots, and then give us your thoughts on this week's opponent, Bluefield. We'll move into questions.
Well, going into the Northern Illinois game, we knew it was going to be a huge challenge. Northern Illinois is an outstanding football team, and we really got dominated in about all phases. They are up-tempo offensive football team. They've got a veteran offensive line, and had a hard time getting ourselves off the field on third down. Played way too many snaps on defense. A lot of that has to do with their execution and their abilities, but I thought our kids played hard. I thought they played with good effort throughout all four quarters of the game, but unfortunately, wasn't good enough to be a competitive game at any point in time. Some positives that we came out of it healthy. We didn't lose anybody to any kind of season-ending injuries or any of those kind of things, and but going into the game, I wanted to be better team at the end than I was at the beginning, and I think we were able to do that. Some bright spots here and there, but not enough to be consistent to be a challenge to a really good Northern Illinois team. But got to kind of turn the page to our home opener. Excited about playing at night at home. A lot of energy here on campus in order to kick off our home season here. I've got 6 home football games for the first time since we made the transition to Division I. So the kids are excited about that. And, we got to learn from our mistakes, and hopefully we'll be a better football team in Week 2 than we were in Week 1.
All right, thank you, Coach. At this time, we'll take questions for PC head coach Harold Nichols. To ask a question, please press *1 on your phone at any time, or click the Q&A link near the top of your browser. Click raise hand if you joined us via the web. Questions for Presbyterian College head coach Harold Nichols. And Coach, while we're waiting for a couple of questions, talk about how Saturday night's itinerary is going to be compared to what you've done in the past for a home game.
Well, it is a little unique going at night. I've been around some places where your routine changes a little bit on Saturdays. Makes Saturdays a long day, but I think the excitement and energy that you get from playing at home at night, I think, will be a good trade-off. So, itinerary will change some. Preparation will change a little bit on game day. But like I say, we're excited about it. We're having a celebration for Coach Callie Galt, the longtime legendary coach here at PC. So we'll have a lot of former players back in the afternoon for a tailgate for him, and so we got a lot of great things planned around that night home game, and like I said, there'll be a lot of energy in the building, and excited about getting a chance to play in front of our home fans.
Coach, going back to the Northern Illinois game, you had 9 tackles for loss, so your guys were able to get back into the backfield. Just kind of talk about how the defense, even though they were played a lot of snaps, just how they fared during that time.
Well, I think there were some bright spots. There's some things that you can build off of. Anytime you lose like we did, it's always tough. But a lot of credit goes to Northern Illinois, and but there are some things that I saw defensively, where I think we've got a chance to have a decent defensive football team. But we got to be more consistent. Northern Illinois had some really good backs. They were hard to tackle, so we got to be a better tackling football team. I thought we were able to get lined up and get in good position, but we got to finish plays. And so if we get some of those things corrected there and continue to play fast and get a bunch of hats around the ball, I think we've got a chance defensively to be a much improved football team there. So again, I can't give enough credit to them. They're an outstanding football team, and I would venture to say that they'll have another 10 or 11 win season that they've had the last 3 or 4 years. They got 17 or 18 starters back from the year before, and just a huge challenge going up there in their venue and playing. But enough good things happened to us in all three phases, and I think in order to give us some optimism moving forward.
And one of those defensive players returned for you, Donnell Williams, 12 tackles, the tie for the team lead. How did he look? What was your overall assessment of his play?
Well, I think he had some rust, but which was to be expected. You know, we missed a majority of the season last year, but you know, he showed up and you know, made some plays for us and made a lot of tackles, which, you know, that's what his position is designed to do. And I think, you know, he'll be a lot better football player week 2 than he was week 1. But he looked like the old Donnell at times, and you know, if we're going to have a decent defensive football team, you know, a lot of it's going to rest on his shoulders because he is such a good player. But real pleased with him and his effort. You know, like I say, played a bunch of snaps and hung in there, keep fighting, and so I expect big things out of Donnell moving forward.
All right, thank you, Coach. I'm not seeing any questions for you, so we'll go ahead and let you go. But thanks for joining us, and good luck Saturday in the home opener against Bluefield.
Well, Mark, thank you guys. I want to wish all the other teams and coaches in the league good luck this week, and look forward to visiting with you again next week.
Sounds good. ET at home again against Bluefield Saturday night, 7 o'clock on the Big South Network.